Hello everyone, welcome to the news. Court jails ex-bankers for criminal diversion into pensioners. This is how it happened.
The Enugu Zonal Directorate of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has secured the conviction and sentencing of Sani Aferokhe and Hilary Odo, two former bankers whose actions have been described as a shocking betrayal of trust and a devastating blow to innocent customers who relied on the integrity of the banking system. Let's keep the news rolling, but before then, let's ask ourselves these questions. Why do people love committing crime? What made him to pensioners' money? What's the next action to be taken by the EFCC? All these questions will be answered here. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel for more updates like this. The duo was convicted by Justice A.O. Anovo of the Enugu State High Court sitting at Independence Layout, Enugu, for the criminal diversion of 10,300,000 Nigerian nairas, 10,300,000 naira, belonging to unsuspecting bank customers, many of whom were pensioners dependent on their savings for survival. The case, which dates back nearly a decade, revealed a disturbing pattern of greed and calculated deception. Aferokhe and Odo were first arraigned on January 18, 2016, on a 15-count charge bordering on conspiracy, forgery, and stealing. Despite the overwhelming evidence against them, both men pleaded not guilty, setting the stage for a prolonged and emotionally draining trial. According to court documents, the former bankers exploited their privileged access as employees of Intercontinental Bank plc, now Access Bank plc, to illegally manipulate customer accounts. In one of the most damning counts, the court heard that on November 21, 2012, the defendants unlawfully diverted 4,440,000 Nigerian nairas from the account of Udeku F.A.O. without the customer's knowledge or consent. Another count revealed that on October 12, 2012, they siphoned 2,113,610.40 Nigerian nairas from the account of Onyora George, using similar fraudulent methods. Investigations uncovered that the convicts deliberately targeted inactive and dormant accounts belonging to pensioners, knowing that these customers were less likely to immediately detect the fraud. The accounts were secretly reactivated, funds withdrawn, and the money shared for personal benefit, an act prosecutors described as not just criminal, but morally reprehensible. During the trial, the EFCC, represented by Assistant Commander of the EFCC, ACE2 Michael Ekachukwu Ani, presented 5 witnesses and tendered a trail of documentary evidence that clearly exposed the fraudulent transactions. The evidence painted a grim picture of systematic abuse of office and a complete disregard for the financial and emotional well-being of the victims. Delivering judgment on Friday, December 22, 2025, Justice Anovo dismissed counts 6 and 9 but convicted Hilary Odo on counts 4 and 7, while Sani Aferokhe was found guilty on counts 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Odo was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment on each of the 2 counts, with an option of a 100,000 Nigerian nairas fine per count. Aferokhe received 5 years imprisonment on most counts, with an additional 3-year sentence on count 15, also with an option of 100,000 Nigerian nairas fine per count. The conviction marked a tragic end to what were once promising banking careers. What began as positions of trust and professional responsibility ultimately descended into disgrace, criminal records, and imprisonment. Beyond the courtroom victory, the case exposed the emotional devastation suffered by victims, elderly pensioners who suddenly found their life savings missing, forcing some into hardship, humiliation, and prolonged financial distress. EFCC officials described the case as a sobering reminder that white-collar crime carries real victims and irreversible consequences. The Commission reiterated its commitment to holding financial sector insiders accountable, warning that no position of trust will shield offenders from justice. For the convicts, the judgment stands as a harsh but necessary reckoning, proof that a single decision driven by greed can destroy careers, families, reputations, and lives built over decades.